Hello, this is Les Brown. This is Mamie Brown's baby boy. I want to talk to you about the mindset of the entrepreneur and what it takes for you to win in your business. When I started out in business, and I think all entrepreneurs have to do this, I had to find a way that would make me stand out. What is it about you, about what it is that you provide, that will make you stand out from the competition? My particular case, I noticed that most speakers had memorized scripts. And so I said, wait a minute, what is it that can make me stand apart? One, I read 2 to 3 books a week, and so I train myself to speak extemporaneously. The other thing is, I train myself to custom design my presentation. Rather than just going in and doing an information dump, I train myself to ask the customer questions to find out what their needs were, and then I fit my presentation to answer their needs. And all that I get understanding. Look at yourself. What is it that's different about you? Make yourself stand out. Henry David Thoreau said, do not go where the path may lead. Go where there's no path and leave a trail. When you find out what is it about your service, about your delivery of your things that you're providing, your skills, your knowledge, your products, when you find ways to do that in a special way. I remember I was in Cincinnati, Ohio. I was going to give a presentation, and the gentleman who picked me up in the limousine, when I came outside, I've never had this happen to me before. He went and he got my luggage and baggage claim, and as we were walking toward the limousine, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he pulls out this carpet, and he rolled out a carpet in front of me. I say, whoa. And so he said, I want to give you red carpet treatment. Come on now. He said, every time you come back to Cincinnati, I want you to know my name. I said, you got me, you got me. And then when we pulled up to the place, he got out and he opened the door and he threw the carpet out again. I will never forget that. That's been over 16 years. And every time I come back to Cincinnati, I asked for Jonathan. I want to know, is he here? His name was Jonathan White. And so what is it that's unique about you? Whenever I give a presentation, I find out the theme. I find out what are the 5 things you want your audience to walk away with. I'll talk to the people that are promoting the event, and then I'll talk to the people that's in the audience, and then I will marry that. Now, why do you do that? Well, in order to be successful in business, and people are voting with their dollars, you've got to be willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. Most people won't do that. It's much easier to come in and just regurgitate some information. See, if information can change people, everybody would be skinny, rich, and happy. So my goal is to create an experience for people. When you touch their minds and you touch their hearts, they will remember you. They have emotional memory. And so what are the triggers you can provide for your customers that will keep you in their minds? Following them up. Even if they said no, because they said no today does not mean they will say no tomorrow. You've got to follow up again and again and say, look here, I was just thinking about you. We were talking the other day and you mentioned something. I found this article. I thought maybe it would be of some value for you. One of the things that I think that's very important is that you give before you ask. I remember when I wanted to become a disc jockey, and I did volunteer work for the disc jockeys. When they would come out into the parking lots, their cars be waxed and clean inside out. And they said, hey, who did this? Oh, I did, sir. How much you going to charge, young man? Oh, nothing, sir. I just wanted to help out. Here's what I was doing. Building relationships. Giving before I ask. You've got to give before you ask. Creating value. I just wanted to get my foot in the door. I wanted them to know that I was serious. There's a friend of mine. He calls himself Billionaire PA. Now, PA stands for Personal Assistant. Now, he sees himself as a billionaire. And what he does is that he sells T-shirts in the corner of Los Angeles, and he sells over 5,000 a year. But he's also a personal assistant. He said, in my mind, I'm not a personal assistant. I'm a billionaire. I'm building my own business. I bought a T-shirt from him. At the time I bought the T-shirt from him, he reached in a bag and he pulled out a camera. Everybody who buys a T-shirt from him, he videotapes them, his new customer, and he sends out 5 videos a day. He says, man, I'm going to touch 1 billion people. I said, get out of here. Now, here's a guy that he was an ex-offender. He was turned down for over 125 jobs. He went to college. He got a degree in marketing, and he got another degree in business, and he couldn't find a job because he's an ex-felon. And one day his mother called him, and he answered the phone. He said, I don't look for jobs, I create them. And on that particular day, he decided to create some T-shirts with special slogans on them. God's on my team. Who's on yours? He was sleeping in his car. He was homeless. But now he has his own home. Now he has staff. Now he's going to be a part of a commercial that will be at the Super Bowl in 2013. Billionaire PA. Looking for ways in which he can serve his customers, looking for ways where he can stay out front, looking for ways that he can make it happen no matter what. Now think about you. You have more than Billionaire PA. You have more resources. You have a technology team that can provide for you with innovative, creative thinking, anything you need to tell your story more effectively and get it around the globe. It's available to you right now. Think about yourself. Think about your goals. Think about your dreams. What is it that you can do? What kind of experience can you create for your customers that will allow them to pass the word about you, that will allow them to think about you when they have needs, when they're looking for someone to help them to resolve their problems? When you think about today's marketplace, it's more challenging than ever before. But we're living in a time that we know anything's possible. You have something special. It's possible that you can live your dream. It's possible that you can carve out a strategy that will allow you to do market takeaways, that you can become the dominant voice in your industry. And it's necessary that you hold yourself to a higher standard. It's necessary that you incorporate technology and your story and your imagination for looking for ways in which you can take your business to the next level and create a unique experience for your customers, because you have an energy signature that will cause people to think about you. And it's you. George Bernard Shaw said the people that make it in this life, they look around for the circumstances that they want, and if they can't find them, they create them. It's you. You've got to take responsibility for what it is you want. And it's hard. Easy is not an option. It's easy to quit. It's easy to come up with excuses. It's easy to become frustrated. It's easy to throw in the towel on yourself. But I had a mentor who said, if you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. It's hard not to give yourself a pass. It's hard when you've been rejected again and again and again to come back. It's hard when you run out of money and run out of ideas and people disappoint you, to pick yourself up and say, I'm going to make it happen in spite of. It's hard. But you got to find out what will make it worth it for you. What's your why? Nietzsche said, if you know the why for living, you can endure almost anyhow. You have something special. You've got greatness within you. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family. You owe it to the people that believe in you to make it happen. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. This is Les Brown, Mrs. Mamie Brown's baby boy. I'll see you, as Zig Ziglar would say, at the top or from the top. Oh, behave.